He's a great guy. You dump him. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. You're worth it. Here's another example of why doing what's right sometimes feels wrong. You're dating a guy and he is great. He's attractive. He's a genius. He's just like you. He reads and reads and reads, and he's a great speaker, and he's a great communicator with you, and he respects you, and he doesn't try to put his hands on you. He doesn't speak to you in some kind of nasty way. You guys play sports together. You have so many things in common, but his standards are too low for you because you have a business that he does not support you in emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and he can't do that because he is not working towards his business goals. He says that he has goals, but he spends all of his time playing video games or working a 9-to-5 job and maybe some other things that he shouldn't be doing. He's a great guy, but his standards are too low. So you dump him. And that is another example of when doing what's right feels wrong. I don't know if I should do it. Like in that example, everything's just, it's okay. It's not bad. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. You're worth it. I want to look at the future, and that's what you want to do. If I don't do this thing that feels wrong, how will I be hurting them? How will I be hurting that person and myself if I don't do the thing that feels wrong but is actually right long term for everybody? Let's think of how much pain the future, because for me, I like to think of how painful it would be, because if it's going to be, I don't want it if it's painful. I'm trying to make a better future, okay? So think about how much pain I've had in the past, and do I want that pain or even worse, right? Do I want to waste time? Do I want to wake up in 10 years from now married to someone that I just don't love? I just don't want to be with them. My name is Liberty V Justice, and there's no period in my V because my victories never end, and I'm here to help you get your victories, legend. Here she comes to save the day. You're worth it. $20, no bake, no sugar, gluten-free, ebook. You get it right now. 10% goes to Operation Underground Railroad, helping kids escape sex trafficking. You're worth it. Subscribe. You think in your heart that you single-handedly have the power to save your loved one and get them off of drugs. Episode 1 preview. But in your mind, you know that if you don't kick them out of the house, they will continue to use drugs and they will hurt you and everyone in your house. Listen, you don't talk to me that way. If you're going to continue to speak to me Episode 2 those preview. Words and with that tone of voice, we're just not going to talk. It feels wrong because you know that you're hurting that person. You're being respectful, you're being loving, you're being kind to them and to yourself, but it still hurts.